Hey guys, so the Season 3 Plus Titans tournament has started, all of round 1 games are completed, and in this video we're going to cast all the round 1 games. I'm going to throw up a little table here to show you who's playing in round 1. They're all best of 3 matches, and who they'll play when they get into round 2. If you want to see a full list of the brackets, I'd recommend going onto the website as all of the information is there. There's a link in the description below for you guys to see that. This is also a double elimination tournament, so the losers aren't necessarily out of the tournament. So let's get started. Welcome everyone to round 1 of the Season 3 Plus Titans tournament. So we are opening this on the Green Acres map, which is a very small map. Not a huge amount of Tiberium on this one, and obviously they're very close together. So in the top we've got Searchingforopponent, that's the blue nod. In the bottom we've got Khanomancer, that's the green nod, and I love this green, it just looks so good. So to kick off, Khanomancer is heading out with some minigunners to get some scouting done. Searchingforopponent is coming out with just flamers. It's going to cost him a bit more, but could be beneficial if he gets some in the enemy base and does some damage with them. Looks like Khanomancer has slipped a scout through there. Khanomancer is also using control fire to take out some of these scouts, which is a great move. Allows him to burn them without taking any damage, and this is a huge huddle of flames. Oh my god! That is that's an expensive mistake from Searchingforopponent. He has a scout getting in, maybe he's taking a chill by the tree and he's just been fried. Alright, but he has got 2 flamers that are coming in here right behind the CY. This is pretty good, doing damage. He's managed to melt the flamer. If Kano can't take him out with this, he's in trouble. That is a big save right there. If he got this before that airstrip went up, that could have been devastating. Khanomancer with the control fire again, taking out some more flamers. Let's have a look up here, Searchingforopponent's base. He's gone 3 refinery and he's trying to take the middle field as well. This is always a ballsy move, shall we say, because you're right next to the enemy base. Khanomancer has gone 2 refineries into airstrip, so he's going to have buggies out sooner. Searchingforopponent has now got his airstrip up, so he should be able to start pumping out units there. Also looks like he's going to start crawling down. Both players are contesting the middle here, so it's probably going to come down to whoever wins this middle. Khanomancer causing a bit of nuisance up here. He's also spotted the Rax crawl coming in from Searchingforopponent, who's coming after the power plant here. If he takes this out, he's going to slow down Kano's production massively. And he's managed to get it. It's cost him a few flamers, so it's probably quite expensive. Let's have a look here. Yeah, he's down low on the eco. Kano's taking advantage of this now. He's pushed into the middle and he's going for the harvesters. Managed to get one. Probably not going to get this one, but he's pushed him out of the middle Tiberian field and into the back, which might slow down his eco. Searchingforopponent is trying to sneak down here, but Kano's got it covered. Now he's making a push into the middle. Still got his CY at the moment. He's right out of money though. Looks like he's going in for a scout. Get some intel, see what the enemy's doing. It can be very important to know what's going on in the base. Alright, it looks like he sold his CY, so he's trying to get some money. Kano's put 2 turrets down and forced the sell of this ref. He can take it out with a turret. Looks like Searching's going to do all or nothing now. Got to make a move. He's got 1 refinery, he has to push in now. Everything he's got. He's attacking from the bottom, attacking from the top. Looks like Kano's trying to cover both areas and he's doing a good job of it. He's got the buggies in here. Is he going to hold this? It looks like he's going to hold this. Both turrets in there. Down the bottom here, he's got this barracks covered. He's managing to take out the power as well. Searching is out of money and it looks like it's GG for Khanomancer here. GG it is. That'll do it for the first game for the opening round of the Titans tournament. It is a best of 3, so we'll go into game 2 and see how that one turns out. But this was a nice opening, nice quick game, very intense. It all came down to the fighting in the middle. Whoever gained and held the middle was going to win this, and Khanomancer came out on top. Let's move on to game 2. Okay, we are now in game 2 of the best of 3 for Khanomancer and Searching for Opponent. This is Tournament Middle Camp is the map. Looks like it's going to be a Nod v Nod again. Searching for Opponent is crawled quite far down. Deployed, he is the blue Nod. Khanomancer is crawled to a similar position, mirrored a little bit. He's a bit lower down and he is the green Nod. Leave on the hand and nod. Let's see what's happening here. So this time, Searching for Opponent is going for minigunners for the scouting. Gonna save a bit of money this way, which could be handy in the long game. Khanomancer is building quite a lot of flamers. Looks like he's going to cover these bridges while getting a scout across here. He's pushing for the middle. Both players are coming into the middle. Like Khanomancer has got a scout down the middle. Searching for Opponent is also, it's about on par with the scouting, I think. Khano's got a bit more coverage. Okay, crawl back with a silo to get the refinery down, get it closer to the Tiberian field, which is a good move. Khanomancer on 3 refineries already. Searching for Opponent is just behind him, placing that 3rd refinery. Still got minigunners coming around, scouting around here. It looks like Khanomancer is in the back. He's gonna see exactly what's going on here. Searching has spotted him. He's trying to chase him down with minigunners, but the flamer will actually outrun a minigunner. He's stopping. He's going for the power. He's going for the force fire. He's just been taken out. Just made it, but he did manage to put him into low power ever so briefly. Looks like Searching is still got a minigunner here. I'm not sure if he can see this. He can't. So he could try and run across here. He needs to be careful though. Khanomancer has got the airstrip up. Searching right behind him with the airstrip. Bit of a firefight in the middle there. And it looks like there's going to be a big battle right here in the middle. Khanomancer does have another flamer in the back there. He could send him around and do some damage while all the focus is on this area. He's gone for a refinery. That is that's a risky move next to a barracks. If he starts spamming out engineers, that could be painful. But Khanomancer's come out with a flamer. He's just destroyed his squad of riflemen, and he's pushing with the buggies. This is neck and neck at the moment. Looks like Searching's going to take the barracks out. That could be big. He's just lost so many flamers to that. You gotta spread them out. It's so painful when that happens, but so hard to do. Looks like Searching's going to take out the turret. He's got 2 turrets down. Possibly the same amount of buggies here. Khano's coming back with a turret. The only thing here which would say it could swing back the other way is Khano does have money. Searching is out of money, so he's got the advantage here with the turrets. But he's going to run out of steam. He needs to keep the pressure up and needs to finish this as soon as possible. Okay, so Khanomancer, Searching has all of a sudden come in with an influx of money, and it looks like he sold his CY, so this is it. No more turrets for Searching for Opponent. Khanomancer has just taken out his last one. Huge flame damage. There's the NG. He's coming in for the refinery. He gets the refinery, sells it off, going straight in. He's trying to take out the power plant here. If he can do that, he might be able to push Khanomancer back enough, and he needs to catch this because he sold his CY. Khanomancer does still have his construction yard, so he could still build more turrets, which he is doing. Can he push him back? It looks like there's a bit of a retreat going on here. Searching for Opponent is running out of money. Khanomancer still has the funds. He's starting to take the advantage back. Searching has sold off the middle, but he's going in for the push. He needs to finish this. He's outnumbered with the buggies. This is going to be tough. Doesn't seem to be anything else going on. It seems to be all focused in the middle here. He's going down the back. Is he going to go for some harvester snipes or maybe the power? I'm not sure. That will put Khanomancer into low power, but Khanomancer has just completely ignored it, and it looks like he's pushing forward. So he sent a couple of units back, but it looks like Searching's going to get the power. That's going to put Khanomancer into low power, which could potentially let Searching for Opponent catch up, but he needs to hold up this force. If he loses his airstrip, it's going to be terrible for him. It is not going to go well if he loses this. He doesn't have many units left. There's the sell-off. He's calling it. It looks like it's GG. Khanomancer is going to take it. Take in the middle, and he has taken it 2-0. GG, guys. Khanomancer is going to move forward to the winner's bracket, and Searching for Opponent is not out of the tournament yet. There is a loser's bracket, so he can go into there and fight his way back into this. So Khanomancer moves forward to round 2 to go against Bronze Panic, and we will check out the next game. We are in round 1, and this is a best of 3 on the One Pass map from Season 1, I believe. And this is between, in the bottom left, we've got Val as the yellow nod, or gold, whichever you prefer. And in the top right, hiding behind the little map there, we've got Minimeeee, aka Xenorex, as the blue nod. And this is a map that I'm not sure many people are familiar with anymore, because it was back in Season 1 and then was stripped out of Quick Play. So it's not often seen anymore, but it is a different map. Some people love it, some people hate it, but these are both very good players, and Minimeeee particularly likes to use different tactics. So at the moment we've got flamers coming out, flame units that are covering the bridges here with the force fire. From both sides. It looks like Val's trying to get a minigunner across here, but she spotted the danger and she's moved back. 2 flame units just battling it out on the bridge. And at the bottom here, looks like Val has got the bottom bridge covered, and she's going up with a scout. Let's see what Minimeeee has got. He's got a scout. You can see into Val's base. Val can see into Minimee's base. She actually got all the way in here. You can see the smoke where she just got fried. Alright, let's see. So Minimeeee has got his airstrip up very early. He's only got 1 refinery, so it looks like he's going to do some kind of early push. Val, on the other hand, has got 2 refineries into a airstrip. So she's going to be aware that there's a lot of buggies, so there might be a rush coming on here. If she can defend this, she might be okay. It depends what's going on up here. And yes, it is an all-in. We've got a 2nd refinery and sell-off of CY. That looks like a shift A, where you've just grabbed every unit and ran them in. you can see by the units running over the Tiberium, but he's going all in here. Minimeeee is going straight down. What's he going for? He's going for the power, trying to shut down Val's production. Val's coming down to defend it. She didn't quite get the sell-off, but she has built another power plant up here, so she's not... she's recovering. She's got a 2nd power plant. Minimeeee is still bringing everything he's got down here. He's trying to make this work. Val is just pushing out minigunners to get this defending. She knows she needs to cover this construction yard, otherwise she's in big trouble. Minimeeee is trying to just cut down these forces so he can get it, but Val's just put up a turret. This is going to push him right back. Looks like he's pulling back to the refinery, and he's pushing back again. Val has done an outstanding job of holding off this rush by Xenorex. She's got another turret up here to defend. Xenorex has no money. That's it. There's no more production. Val just has to defend these buggies, and she's won the game. And it looks like she's going to hold, and that's going to be GG. Excellent game. So Val did an outstanding job there of reacting to this very quick rush by Xenorex. Outstanding job. Very good first game. Very quick first game, and it's nice to see this map again. But let's go on to the 2nd game and see how that goes. Welcome to the 2nd game between Val and Minimeeee in this best of 3, and we are back on the Green Acres map. This is obviously turning out to be quite popular in the tournament so far. Players are allowed to pick the first 2 maps, so this has been chosen by one of the players. It looks like Val has gone for the deployed on the bottom. She is the blue nod, starting to crawl upwards. Minimeeee, on the other hand, has come quite far down from where you start off, and he's deployed. He is the gold GDI. This is the first GDI we've seen in the tournament so far, although it is early days. It looks like he's going for a grenadier rush. He's got 3 barracks, no refinery yet. He's pushing straight into Val's base. Val is reacting well with these flame units. She's got to spread them out, otherwise this could be bad. There it is. She's spreading them out. Excellent. She's got a flame unit back here. She could be attacking, and another one there. I think it's just the distraction of the sheer panic of all these grenadiers going into a base. These guys are going to absolutely wreck this if they start attacking it now. Val has managed to burn most of them down, but Xenorex has come back in. Xenorex, or Minimeeee, sorry. He's managed to get the construction yard. Decimated those flame units. Going for the power. He gets this. This has shut down Val's production massively. It's going to slow things right down. Has Minimeeee got a refinery? He has got a refinery. That means he can keep going. He's not going to run out of money. He can keep producing units. If he gets this refinery, he's going to slow Val right down. They will be level in terms of eco, by the looks of it. But Minimeeee does have power, so he's going to outproduce Val. It looks like this is GG. It's been called. Minimeeee with another rush. Val was not able to defend this one off. It was very good rush. 4 barracks into grenadiers. It is terrifying when you come across that in game. So very well played. GG. Let's move on to the 3rd game. Okay guys, welcome to the 3rd game between Val and Minimeeee in the Seasons 3 Plus Titans tournament. This is the decider map for the winners bracket. So whoever wins this match will go through into the winners bracket. The loser won't be out of the tournament. They will go into the losers bracket and have a chance to fight, come back into this tournament. But it will be a disadvantage. So who have we got here? We've got red is Minimeeee as Nod, and Val is blue as Nod as well in the right side. It looks like Minimee's not going for a rush, as seeing these refs being deployed like this tells me that he's going for a normal game, which might throw Val off a little bit because she's been rushed twice now in the last 2 games. Has he got a minigunner in? He has not. Looks like Val is going to get a minigunner. No. Minimeeee has spotted it and dealt with it. He's also going to deal with this minigunner. No, he's been taken out, and down here he's been taken out. Val has defended that. Minimeeee has not scouted the base. But Val, how has Val done? Val has good scouting, but not of the base, just good map awareness here. She's covered all the kind of tracks going through. Looks like she has slipped a minigunner through here and might potentially get a good scout off, although Minimeeee may have spotted it if he's coming up to get that minigunner. And he's just overran it. No, he's caught it. He's caught it out. This minigunner is probably not going to get through here. He would do well if he did. Alright, so it looks like Minimeeee has got his airstrip up and buggy's coming out. Val is a little late with the airstrip. So she's going to be a little bit behind in unit production, but it's not the end of the world. This is a fantastic Nod map. A lot of it, you can play defensive very well because of all these chokes. It is a fun map to play. So it looks like Minimeeee has gone in and probably scouted the base yet. So it looks like Val is going to be doing the same. Both players getting vision, want to know what's going on in there. Keep an eye on the enemy, know what they're doing, and this is important so they can react accordingly to what they're seeing. Alright, so Val is just going to use her buggies to pick off these flame units, which is always a good thing to do in terms of money, whereas a flame unit is 200, a buggy is 300. So if you manage to take one out, you're going to be getting your money back. Looks like Minimeeee is being a bit aggressive here, pushing for this top refinery, top Tiberian field. I'd expect to see a refinery coming here, as I imagine that's what he's pushing for. Val has got her 2 refineries here for this field. It looks like she's queuing another building. Could be an airstrip with the delay here. Minimeeee has got his refinery, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 refineries on the field. So his eco will be very strong. A nice battle going here. Minimeeee is it looks like he's trying to cover this field. He's got the refinery there, so it's important that he holds this. If Val takes this back, she can snipe this refinery and harvester and really put Minimeeee behind. And he knows this, because you can see he's trying to defend that. Val has got the second airstrip up, so she is going to start overtaking it in unit numbers. And Minimeeee is possibly queuing that airstrip as there's a long delay. There it is. So the airstrip is down. Another forward airstrip. It's very forward towards the base. This is a very aggressive build. Val is opting to crawl down to this Tiberian field. It looks like there's a movement up top. There's a lot of units moving in. Val's trying to take this position back. This would be game changing if she gets this. With such an aggressive build, taking this Tib field and securing it will tilt the game in her favor, most likely. It looks like Minimeeee is sending a little force down here, and this could be a real nuisance to Val. If he takes out these silos, she has to start her crawl all over again. She's seen this and reacted, not pulled all the units back, which is very good, because that way she can defend it up here. She's reacted to it fast enough to be able to save all the silos. So that's going to be huge. Now she can put the refinery down and she can start making some money down there. Not sure where these units are going for Minimeeee. It looks like it's coming in for a snipe on the construction yard. 3 buggies is a bit wishful thinking, but it doesn't look like Val's reacted to it. No, she has spotted it. Oh, has she? Yes. Okay. Wasn't sure what was going on there. It looks like Minimee's pushing for the top here. He's also moving units around. Everybody's trying to react to what's going on. There's a lot going on. Minimeeee does have 1 buggy on the construction yard. If Val does not see this, he is going to take down the construction yard. She started repairing it. She probably spotted it, taking it out. That could have been massive. It is so difficult to spot everything that's going on in these games when you are playing with players at these levels. It is just stuff going on everywhere. At the moment, it looks like there's a bit of a pause, a standoff after that nice attack. Val's still moving and positioning around up here, trying to secure this area by the looks of it. While Minimeeee is still expanding down the bottom to get the extra Tiberium, he's moving forces around here, possibly not for an attack, just to defend. However, look at the amount of buggies he's got back here. I don't know if he's forgotten about them or if he's just hiding this force. Has Val seen this? Val can see this. She can see these here. She's probably aware that there's more. So at the moment, she's holding these chokes, which should prevent Minimeeee from coming in. However, Minimeeee is holding these chokes and he's got turrets also. This is going to be very difficult to break through now. I think it looks like Minimeeee is moving down to the bottom, so it's far less defended than the top, and there's still the expansion going on. So if he can cut this off, it will be devastating for Val. He's gone for a radar, so now he can keep an eye on what's going on. Which, again, as said before, it's hard to keep track of everything that's going on, so radar is massive in this game. Val, on the other hand, is pushing in for an attack at the top while he's distracted down there. Minimeeee has reacted. He's moved his units in. Val's going to continue pushing. She's got the bikes to be able to take out this turret. However, Minimeeee is pushing straight into the heart of Val's base, and he's going to take out the construction yard. It's gone. That's going to be massive. If he can hold this attack now, he is in a very good position. Val has taken out this turret, so she can push in. It looks like Minimeeee is reinforcing with a huge swell of units. So Val has pushed back. She's pushed back to this. It looks like Minimee's in. He's secured the heart of Val's base. This looks like it's gonna be GG, and it is. Val was not able to hold off this attack, this huge swell of buggies that Minimeeee was hiding in the back of his base here. Just devastated Val's base. took out the construction yard. It really swung the game round. It was a very good game. Very aggressive build from Minimeeee. Very impressive, but good game from both players. And let's check out the table. So Minimeeee will be moving into round 2, where he's going to face Critical Meds. And let's move on to the next game. Welcome to another matchup in the Seasons 3 Plus Titans Tournament, round 1. This is another best of 3 on Green Acres yet again. I think this is the 3rd time we're seeing this map. Very popular so far. This is a best of 3 against, we've got in the top is DK as the green nod, I believe. We'll wait and see. And at the bottom, we've got the gold player as, well, gold player as nod, which is the Black Templar. Or ZA Black Templar. I'm never sure how to say it. I really should know that by now. But both of these players are extremely high level players. So we can expect to see some very close games. Some very good games here. So we've got the scouts going off. Black Templar has got some flame units possibly through. He's going back after this flame unit. It looks like DK's got it covered. DK is coming down. He's getting the flame unit down, and Black Templar has got that covered as well. Has he got this one? Okay, so they've kind of evened out there. Although DK does have minigunners coming down, which Black Templar doesn't have anything to cover. He's just built a flame unit. This could potentially take these out. They've again cancelled each other out. They've just killed each other off. Okay, DK still sending in scouts. Black Templar does have a scout here. He's just missing all the action at the moment. So Black Templar does have an airstrip up. DK is going to do some damage to the construction yard, while he has also got his airstrip up. Looks like they're neck and neck on the build here. Although DK has got, I think he's going, yeah, he's building buggies here. Black Templar is trying to build across to reach his Tiberian field by the looks of it. He's also putting pressure on this refinery. DK has done an aggressive build here, where he's come down after the middle Tiberian field. So again, as we've seen in the first fight, I believe, that it came down to securing this middle Tiberian field, which is probably what it's going to do in this matchup as well. DK has built a turret to try and push back these buggies from Black Templar. Black Templar does have a power plant here. I imagine he's going to try and do the same and get turrets up. But DK is putting a lot of pressure on and forced him back. It looks like he's going to take out this power plant, and it's gone. There's the turret from the Black Templar. This was obviously meant to be higher up, but he's been forced to push it down low. This may work in his advantage. He's actually got an extra range damage to be able to take out this turret. That may have worked in his favor. He's now come up. They've just clashed in the middle. They are fighting it out. These minigunners are doing devastating damage to Black Templar's buggies. Absolutely destroying the buggies. He's massively outnumbered now. DK pushing down. Turret is in trouble. Black Templar is well outnumbered here. This could be trouble for him. DK is now building bikes as well to mix it up. He's got a silo. He sold off the turret, so it looks like he's coming in for a push. There's the racks. He's going to start pushing units in. This is an aggressive push. Black Templar is building units. He's very low on funds. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold this off. DK is... This refinery is DK's. He has claimed this. This is his refinery. Black Templar still building units. It looks like this is over. DK has taken the refinery. Black Templar has stopped building. It looks like it's GG. They're probably having a little chatting game there, but that was a very aggressive build from DK, and there it is. There's the GG. Excellent game. Very aggressive, very quick. Always a fun game on Green Acres. Let's check out the next one. Welcome to the second game of this best of 3 between Black Templar and DK. We are now on the Quarry map. One of the players has picked this map. It's a very large map. It often comes into a very long game. It depends how the early stages go. But you can see there's Tiberian fields everywhere. It is a very, very big map. And in the bottom right, we've got DK spawning in red as GDI this time In the top left, you've got Black Templar as the gold nod. Currently, you can see the scouts are going out. Scouting in this map is very important because you've got lots of channels to attack in. So early game scouting is very important. Let's have a look. You can see Black Templar scouts going in all directions. DK, similar effect from the other side. And now the scouts are starting to clash. Black Templar able to pick off that rifleman to stop him from being able to scout further. DK is GDI, and GDI are known for not being the best anti-scouts. You can see they get right through, and oftentimes they make it all the way through. Grenadiers are not very good at aiming at moving targets. Black Templar has the flame units. He's coming down. Going to pick off that Gren by the looks of it. He's also got a unit coming around here. He may be able to sneak him around. DK has spotted this. He's responded. He's moved him over. Possibly these units were in guard mode, which is why they came over. It's hard to tell. We've got minigunners from DK. It looks like the scouting from DK is pretty good. Black Templar has a very good scout as well, right up to the base, but he doesn't have any of this area scouted. There's the airstrip from Black Templar. Expect seeing buggies coming out of here. No Apache from Black Templar to clear up the Grens. He's quite known for not wanting to build the Apache, which GDI players would be happy with because an Apache is a nightmare. DK has decided to crawl down here to this Tiberian field. He's got 2 refineries on there already, and he's spamming out some infantry for defense by the looks of it. This is a good Tiberian field to secure, especially with GDI if he's going to go for tanks. Looks like Black Templar is just running around and picking off the loose Grens and the loose units that are just kind of scattered around the map. Although he still hasn't scouted down this area. Might be beneficial if DK decides to continue the crawl. He's attempting to push in the front door. He's gonna pick off these units quite well. He's got excellent micro to dodge these Gren attacks. Is he going to keep pushing in? He's going to start attacking the power. DK has put down a weapons factory. This is alarm bells going here. You need to shut GDI down when you see this. Has Black Templar seen it? He cannot see it. He doesn't know it's there. This is the importance of scouting. I can assure you if he's seen it, he would be reacting to this rather than going into here. But that is a clever move from DK to put it here, where it is unexpected to be. The moment, what have we got going on over here? We do have flame tanks coming in from Black Templar. He's in the back here. Is he going to be able to get the construction yard? Looks like DK is walling off his entrance here. Kind of create a choke so units can't get in. Here's the flame tank. This is, I would guess, a reaction to the flame tank, the sandbag walls. Because a flame tank cannot attack walls. And this, they do devastating damage to structures. So he's forced to sell on 1 refinery. That is a lot of flame tanks, mind. There's not much support with other units. It seems to be a lot of flame tanks. Here comes the flame tank, possibly to come in the front door, though DK has covered it with a tank. He's also pushing 2 tanks after this one. Black Templar is going to have to pull back. He's a medium tank and just devastate a flame tank. There's not much a flame tank can do, which is why they need the support of bikes, which is what Black Templar is building now. So this will benefit him greatly. DK is... He's opted not to repair the construction yard. It is an expensive building to repair, so this is a very good move now that he's got it defended there. Here come the bikes from Black Templar. DK is also still picking off flame tanks up here. Looks like Black Templar is going to try and cut down the harvesters. It looks like he's going to pull back and just go for the tanks. DK is still moving up to the top here. While able to defend these flame tanks, he's got the second war factory. He's got the eco to cover it, still building refineries, so he's going to start producing a huge number of tanks. The bikes here from Black Templar are able to pick off these tanks. Again, similar situation to a flame tank. They need cover from other units. Tanks specifically It's usually grenadiers that you'd mix in with the tanks to help defend against bike snipe. The DK does have a lot of tanks here. This could be concerning, and this is an area Black Templar didn't scout. He has scouted it now. He can see it. He's reacting to it, bringing the bikes back. Although this is a lot of units. Flame units coming out here to pick off the Gren straight away is a good move. Very good defensive move. He's got double airstrips. He's got the eco to back it up. If he can get these units out fast enough to take out these tanks, he might be alright. But he's building flame tanks. There's not many units there, and it's just being shredded by the medium tanks. Another flame tank, just absolutely devastated. Another flame tank. This is not good for Black Templar. He really needs to get some bikes in. It's not happening. He's called GG. It's over. DK has rolled in with the tanks from GDI. It is extremely difficult to stop GDI tanks once they get going, and he has done an outstanding job there to be able to roll in there. And I mean, he almost made that look easy. It really wasn't easy. Trying to defend flame tanks is a nightmare. This move to block off this entrance was fantastic. He then didn't have to worry too much about getting units there and could just focus on attacking. It was a fantastic game. Good game, guys, and let's go and check out the table. DK is going to move forward into round 2, and he's going to be facing against Sai. Let's watch the next game. Alright, welcome to the 4th game in round 1 for the Season 3 Plus Titans tournament. This is going to be a best of 3 with BLoser, who is the orange, I'm going to guess Nod, seems to be his main that he uses, against Kingbeanpro, who's moving out to the middle to get a good Tiberium spread here, playing as the Cyan, I guess is Nod, we'll find out soon. Okay, so BLoser is Nod, you can see the hand of Nod there, and Kingbeanpro is Nod as well. Excellent. Okay, so both players have moved MCV. Kingbean has got a nice spread here of Tiberium fields, whereas BLoser has got a nice defensive position with still a spread of these two Tiberium fields. A nice choke here. So both players are getting out the anti-scouts and scouts rather. BLoser coming across here, getting a bit of map vision across here. Kingbeanpro, he can see into BLoser's base. He's already been in there, already got vision. BLoser also has vision of Kingbean's base. So they kind of, you know, they can both see what's going on with each other. However, BLoser seems to have a lot more map coverage. You can see a lot more of what's going on outside of the bases. He's also coming around the back here as well, which is pretty good. He wants to try and flank the enemy there. So BLoser's got the flame unit up for defense. Let me move this out of the way so you guys can see. Yeah, I think we just missed some guy getting melted there. More flame units coming down, probably cover this area. Got to be careful not to run him over the Tiberium mine. Does do a lot of damage, especially to flame units. Such a good scout from BLoser. Look at this map scouting. Kingbean hasn't got a huge amount of vision. You can see a lot of this is kind of covered up. BLoser, massive scouting. Alright, so Kingbeanpro has 3 refineries, sorry, and the airfield. Buggy's starting to come out and it looks like he's crawling around to this Tiberium field. BLoser also has 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 refineries now. Got his airstrip up. He's also building buggies and he's also crawling to the back of this Tiberium field. So both players in terms of build are not far off each other. Looks like BLoser is 1 refinery ahead. Okay, Kingbean coming over this side to try and snipe off the flamers. BLoser bringing his army into the middle here, defending this choke. Kingbean taking out these flame units. They're pretty defenseless against buggies. Looks like he's got the refinery up there. Kingbean's just ran straight through the middle, and now he can see exactly what's going on at the top there. This seems to be where BLoser is concentrating his army as well. Like BLoser's just having a pop, jumping in, having a look, and realised maybe not a great idea. He's pulling back. Kingbean is holding this choke. Good position to be in. BLoser is his second ref down there, so he is on 6 refineries now. That is going to be a good eco from BLoser. He might be looking towards getting a second airstrip at this point. Kingbean, however, has come out with a second airstrip, so he's not got a huge amount of eco to back it up at the moment, but he does have the production speed, so if he starts getting money in, he will outnumber BLoser. BLoser pulling back, he's recognized it, pulled back. He's probably gotten, I think maybe they're on par with each other with units. I think BLoser's got possibly more buggies, but Kingbean is mixing up the bikes and infantry at the same time. They're both going back and forth, maybe trying to find a way in here. Kingbean having a push, coming in. BLoser's bringing all his units back around, and Kingbean has backed up. He's got turrets held here as well. This is a nice choke for Kingbean to be defending it. BLoser's mixing up the bikes. He's got the second airstrip now, and he's sending the bikes up and around. Can Kingbean see this? He can. But he's got nothing here to defend this refinery. It looks like he's going to pull back his bikes. Don't think they're going to make it in time. Oh, the pathing has messed them up with this cliff here. They've not made it in time. BLoser's managed to take out that refinery and pretty much come off quite happily, although Kingbean has trapped some units here and stopped them from escaping. Harvester is now totally lost. As you can see, pathing gets messed up and he doesn't really know where he's going. But Kingbean is retaliating. He's taking out one power, forced to sell on the other. It looks like he's going to get the racks as well. Is he going to get the harvester? He is. He gets this. That is huge. So that is massive. He's managed to counter that attack from BLoser, take 2 power plants and a harvester. His Kingbean's harvester, although it's completely lost and confused now, it did escape. So he did keep the harvester. Kingbean looking to push down the middle again. BLoser does have units over here just waiting. It looks like he's reinforcing them. Maybe another snipe force. While this massive fight is going on, BLoser does have turrets, but Kingbean is just pushing straight through. He is really going for it here. Forces on both sides are starting to slim down. Looks like Kingbean's going to back out just in case. Let's see what BLoser is going to do with these guys. They're kind of sitting still. No, here we go. Looks like the attention has gone away from the fight in the middle, and now he's coming around to snipe yet another refinery. Kingbean only has 1 flame unit there to protect it. It's not enough. He's bringing his units back, but again, BLoser has managed to snipe another refinery, and he's going for the construction yard. If he gets that, that's going to be huge. Kingbean cannot build any more structures, and he's got it. Forced to sell. Kingbean does get the money from that. He can produce units. He's still in power by the looks of it. He's got 2 airstrips. So BLoser needs to be careful here. Kingbean wants to try and overwhelm him with units. He probably can give it a good go. Right now BLoser's holding back. Got a lot of units there. He's got a nice choke. It's gonna be tough to break through here. Kingbean looks like he's gonna have a pop. Coming in, BLoser's done well to put his infantry at the front here, and they will absolutely shred these light vehicles. You can see them cutting through. That is a massive, massive amount of damage from those minigunners. They've really turned that fight around. It could have gone any way with those units, and that really helped. The game sped up, so we're just going to slow it down by popping it back. It tends to do that after it reaches a certain amount of time. The game will just speed up. But this is the fight again. Let's just look at these minigunners. Absolutely shred these vehicles. Huge damage. If you get these in numbers, they can do a massive amount of damage. I mean, just look at that. It forced Kingbean to pull his units back to defend. Kingbean back now on 0 funds. He is still harvesting, but his eco is low thanks to BLoser sniping those refineries. Really helped him out here. BLoser still has money. He's still building units. Doesn't seem to be stopping. But Kingbean's possibly trying to snipe maybe a harvester that's kind of wandered over to the other Tiberian field because these have been used up. He's coming in with the bikes. BLoser's trying to bring his units back around. Managed to defend it and push those bikes off. If these bikes turn around and take out these harvesters, that could be devastating for BLoser. BLoser has just sold his MCV. He's got a huge swell of money, and this might be a massive push. Kingbean is focusing his army down here. BLoser's noticed it and he's moved his army straight up this way. He's going straight up the middle. There's two fights. Kingbean is coming in. He's retreating. He's not going for a base trade. He's retreating. The engineer has just nicked the airstrip. That is devastating for Kingbean. He does have a second airstrip. He's got a spare one, but that is huge. BLoser is showing no mercy here. He's going in. These minigunners again are shredding structures. They're doing so much damage. Absolutely melting buildings here. Kingbean is trying to keep up. He's got a lot of units back here that could be pulled up into the fight. But BLoser is just rolling through. His units are starting to thin out, mind. Kingbean is bringing his units back. BLoser's not got much. Don't think there's much in the base from what I can see on the map. That is it. Kingbean has a humongous army. He has 2 buildings left. Kingbean's army is massive. BLoser, is he going to defend or is he going to sneak around? He looks like he's going to send what little units he has around. He knows he can't defend this attack. He's going around. He's going to snipe these buildings. Whether or not Kingbean can defend, it's going to determine the game. He's going to get the power plant. He's got it. That should be GG. Has Kingbean got an engineer somewhere? It doesn't look like it. That appears to be GG. It looks like it was just the rules weren't set. They've got structures not turned on, so it looks like it's meant to be all units. However, Kingbean is being a good sport. He's not sending all his units in to destroy BLoser's base. It looks like they're going to call GG there, and that is 1 game to BLoser. That was a fantastic game. Could have gone any way there, guys. Really good game. GG. Okay, welcome to the second game of this best of 3 between BLoser and Kingbeanpro in the Season 3 Plus Titans Tournament Round 1. This is on the map Quarry. I think we've seen this earlier in one of the previous games. It is a very big map, a lot of potential with it, and possibly a long game ahead of us. So we have BLoser in the top left as the red nod. The bottom right, we've got Kingbean as the cyan nod. Another nod mirror match. What we get again, this is going to be early scouting game from both players. BLoser sending out his infantry. It looks like he's got flame units back to defend anti-scouts. Sending the riflemen out to do the scouting work as they are a bit cheaper. We can get rid of them. It doesn't matter if they're good for anti-scouting. Kingbean is following suit here. He's sending out the minigunners to do the legwork, and he's got flame units back to defend against anti-scouts. They're doing their job. Have a look. Kingbean, oh, he's possibly in here. If this flamer can't reach him, oh, he's got him. He's caught him. Flame units can outrun a minigunner. Same as grenadiers can outrun a minigunner. But grenadiers can't really hit a moving target, so they don't make for good anti-scout. Kingbean does have rifleman coming around here. If he can bring him around, but BLoser's caught it. He's seen it. He's not letting him past. Kingbean, good position of flame units here. BLoser cannot find a way in. Looks like that's all the anti-scouts. All the scouts, rather, out of the game now. So here's the airfield for Kingbean. BLoser also has the airfield. It looks like their build is pretty much mirrored, although Kingbean has gone 1 extra silo, possibly to get that refinery. a little bit closer to the Tiberium. You can see this one is a little bit out. But BLoser, with that trade of spacing here, he is ahead in terms of build now. Buggy's making a move. Kingbean possibly going for a scout up here where the minigunners couldn't reach earlier. BLoser's got that contained. He's got many buggies there. However, Kingbean has just reinforced. Flame unit doing his work. 4 buggies coming down the south for BLoser. Looks like they're being a bit still at the moment. Probably focusing on their build and their crawl. You can see a refinery here. Kingbean just selling off the silos, getting the crawl. BLoser has possibly spotted this. He's not. There it is. Now he's spotted it. Perfectly positioned by Kingbean to hide from that. Kingbean going to push back at the top, forcing BLoser to move back. BLoser going to hold this choke, but this has allowed Kingbean to come in here and possibly snipe this refinery. This will be big. Both builds are pretty much on par with each other, so if he gets this refinery, it could be devastating. He will have a lead. Although with that attack, BLoser has just snuck into the heart of Kingbean's base. It looks like Kingbean has reacted to it. Will BLoser be able to snipe this construction yard? If he gets it, that could be massive. This flame unit is just doing some damage as they're focusing on this. He is just devastating this power plant, but he's retreated. BLoser has lost his units. Kingbean has managed to hold. He's not been able to get this refinery on this side though, and he's pulled back with only a couple of units. Both players making nice little snipes, nice little attacks. Not successful. The defending and attacking has been great from both units, from both players. The second airstrip up for BLoser and the second airstrip up for Kingbean. This is pretty neck and neck at the moment. Kingbean coming in here, he wants to get this airstrip. He's seen it. This is the benefit of scouting early. He's gonna get it. He is gonna get it. Didn't get the sell on it either, so BLoser has lost. He's one airstrip down. He's also not got the sell, so he's down on the money. Kingbean sniped it. He's moved back. He knows he's going to get overwhelmed now. So he's pushed back and he's going to try and hold this choke. He's also opted to crawl downwards to get this Tiberian field. Up here, BLoser is picking off little stragglers that are just kind of sitting out and about. Kingbean is moving his units that are coming out of the second airstrip. He needs to be careful of the pathing here. That's a free buggy for BLoser, although BLoser is trying to push down here. I think he knows now that he's lost the airstrip, he needs to push back and make something happen. He definitely cannot afford to let Kingbean get ahead with the refineries down on this position. He needs to be able to hold it, and he is doing a fantastic job again with the swell of minigunners. Kingbean struggling against these minigunners because they are just devastating these light vehicles. He's managed to push his crawl right back. This is going to set Kingbean back and possibly level out the fact that BLoser lost his second airstrip. He's still going. This is a huge push. Managed to get the power plant as well. Is he going to get further? It looks like Kingbean is going to come back down here and try and snipe this refinery. He wants to get that refinery. It is completely undefended. BLoser is reacting to it. He's also pulled his forces away from down below. Kingbean forces to sell. However, his units are stuck. BLoser has closed them off from both sides, so it looks like he's going to lose most of that army. It almost appeared to be a free snipe for that refinery, and then BLoser's just shut down both of the exits. Kingbean with a large army here. Got a little bit of defense there. BLoser does have the second airstrip up now, and he is still expanding with the refineries down here, whereas Kingbean has stopped building. This may cost him in the long run, although he did opt to build down here. So to be fair, BLoser pushed back his crawl. Kingbean looks like he's going to come down here and he's going to try and retake this area. If he can get this area, this is an extremely good Tiberian field to have. BLoser, on the other hand, now has an airstrip down here to reinforce its area very, very quickly. He's also come in with a little snipe force to get this refinery. He wants his revenge. A refinery for a refinery, and he's got it. Gonna get the bikes out of there. Does lose one. With halving of these units, he's lost a couple there. He's got so many buggies up here doing damage, but he can't get them through this choke. Again, the game speeds up, so I'll just pop back. You are seeing flame tanks coming out, Kingbean as well. These will rip through light vehicles, but I can imagine he's built these for all those infantry that just keep causing havoc for him, devastating his base. However, now that the flame tanks have come out, there's not a huge amount of infantry on the field. There's one infantry up here. This is where the fight is at the moment. BLoser is crawled up here and claimed this top Tiberian field. He just needs to hold this. He's now pushing at the bottom, the south. Looks like he's just holding the choke at the moment, holding this area. Kingbean not opting to push any further in there. He's struggling a bit of money. BLoser does still have funds. Now pushing in the top, the flame tanks are coming down. This could be dangerous. Turrets are up. Can he hold this area? There's the flame tank. Gonna devastate those infantry. Rip through those light tanks. Managed to push BLoser back. However, he's got one rogue buggy that seems to be picking a fight with a harvester here. I'm not sure how long that's gonna last. Oh, he's managed to make it out of there. He does have a bike. That on its own. Flame tank obviously wasn't pulled back. It just kept going. Devastated on its own. This bike just chilling here by the power plant. Moment we are looking like we're at a standoff. Kingbean probably needs to make a move just because BLoser has secured this area, so his eco is going to be a lot higher. See, he's moving up to this area now to secure this Tiberian field, which is exactly what he needs to do. He needs to get back in the game with eco. BLoser, however, seems to be cutting in here and trying to prevent this from happening. Flame tank again ripping through that infantry. Kingbean has had enough of those minigunners. Managing to push BLoser back a bit. Although, with the hand and nod, he is getting a lot of minigunners out. Are we going to see any more flame tanks? Looks like Kingbean's going for the bikes. He spotted the rogue bike. He's got him. And now there is a very large force coming in from the south as well. Managed to get that turret. Looks like Kingbean is massively outnumbered here. He may need to reinforce from the top army. Gonna get the flame tank. The flame tank is down. He's going to rip through. There's not much units left. Instead, he's opted to try and attack at the top, and now he's pulled back. BLoser is in here. There's nothing to defend this airstrip. He's gonna take the airstrip. Down it goes. Down goes the power plant. In he comes. He's going for the hand of nod. He's also trying to secure the top area here as well. This is fantastic. Kingbean has reacted to it, but he's not reacted to this. This is... this harvesters are stuck down here as well. This is not helping. But this force is just going to overwhelm and destroy everything in here. There's nothing to defend it. He's also lost the airstrip here. I do not know when this went down, but this is the sell-off. This looks like it is going to be GG. BLoser is going to take the game, and he will go forward the tournament. Kingbean is not out of the tournament now. He will be in the losers bracket, and he still has a chance to fight and get back into the tournament. There's GG. Game is over. Good game, guys. Very fun game to watch. Let's just have a look where that second strip went down. There was so much going on here. It was hard to keep track. There's the strip. When does the strip go down? Was it taken out, or was it sold, or was there an engineer? There was a sell-off for the airfield. Although this airfield was about to be destroyed, it's almost like this airfield could have been sold off and this one went down instead. Devastating, but we know what happened to the airfield now. GG guys, good games. Okay, so BLoser is going to be moving into round 2 where he's going to play against Danku. And that's all the games for today, so thanks for watching guys. Don't forget that the guys who lost the games today are still in the tournament. They've just moved into the losers bracket, which will give them a chance to come back in the grand finals. That's it for today guys, so thanks for watching the videos. If you're interested in trying to catch any of these games live, then I'd suggest joining the Discord, because that's where the guys are putting their match schedules up. You'll be able to see when and who is playing the games. But thanks a lot, and I'll catch you later.